This is a test game for some new rules called Gruntz, which is a 15mm sci-fi skirmish game. It's a very small game with one side with new Israeli models from Ground Zero games, one squad, with those two tanks there which are from Old Crow models. Those are two Gladius tanks. This one is a blower tank from the Hammer Slammers, also by Old Crow models. The Gladius tank is taking a shot at that Hammer Slammers blower, and it does a little bit of damage, not too much, and not quite enough to cause a critical, which you can see here. I'm filling in the damage markers, but it doesn't get up to the critical status. The new Israeli troops there are in hard suits, and they're trying to get through that main hangar door on the Hammer Slammers base. They just need to use one of their 2 actions per turn to open the hangar door. The other Gladius tank is making its way across the front of the hangar doors there to bring some more firepower in against the blower tank. The blower tank has a little Litco damage marker there. Doesn't actually mean anything in the game, we just put it on there to represent the fact it had taken some damage. A small unit of sadly unpainted Hammer Slammers there are making their way up around the side, the ones in black. That's the Hammer Slammers commander model I'm using for this game. And there's his squad that's made its way into some cover inside the hangar before those new Israeli troops come through on their next activation. These little Hammer Slammers guys in painted black at the moment take a shot at the Gladius tank towards the centre of the table. The new Israeli guys are just about to make their way through into the hangar. They open the door, so we remove the piece of terrain. Unfortunately for the Hammer Slammers on the right hand wing here, the Gladius tank decides to do a ram attack against them. Models that it passes over get to make a skill check to see if they can dive out of the way. Just one of the squad is waxed by the attack by the Gladius as it drives over them. Unfortunately, it's carnage for the Hammer Slammers that are in cover there because the new Israeli figures have got the jump on them. But outside, the blower tank finishes off the Gladius with a blast. The blower tank has slightly higher damage rating for its attack than the Gladius. The new Israeli troops have a once per game faculty which allows them to take 2 shots. This is brutal against the remaining Hammer Slammers inside the base, and they're pretty much wiped out. This Gladius tank takes another shot down at the Hammer Slammers blower tank, the silver one, and does some serious damage, but it hasn't totaled it yet. The Slammers commander here has actually done some serious damage to that squad that was remaining from the new Israelis, but unfortunately it's a bit too late. Because the new Israeli commander is also in the base and manages to clean up the remaining Hammer Slammers. There's still some engagement outside with the remaining Gladius tank laying on some damage onto that blower tank there, the silver one. Inside the base, the remaining Hammer Slammers commander is assaulted by one of the new Israeli hardsuit troops. The Hammer Slammers commander was already damaged. There he is toe to toe with a new Israeli hardsuit trooper, and after just one turn of combat in assault mode there, the commander is waxed. So the Hammer Slammers did pretty well holding their own with just one tank against the 2 Gladius tanks. They did manage to take one out, and the combat was pretty balanced inside the base, but it ended with the waxing of the Hammer Slammers commander. Gruntz is a 15mm sci-fi skirmish game which I'm still working on. You can visit my blog for more information, or just send me a message if you're interested in playtesting the game. Most of the large terrain area in here is made by Old Crow models from their Aintsty range of down below resin terrain. That's an Old Crow Models tank called a Hammer Slammers blower tank. Thank you.